Hey everybody, welcome to our mid-month training call. I am Lana Oxen and I'm a district manager with Arbonne. Today I am going to be talking about consistency in our Arbonne business. I'm going to give a personal story and then go into the definition of consistency and finish with 4 ways we can be consistent in our Arbonne business. So I want to tell you how small daily habits will yield massive results in our businesses. Last week, I wasn't able to make it to the gym to work out. I had a sick kid the beginning of the week and didn't have childcare. And then I had to go out of town. And so for probably about 10 days, I was not able to make it into the gym. And I've been going consistently 2 to 3 times a week for a year. So you can imagine that those 10 days off from my normal routine made today's workout a little bit harder. My muscles are a little more sore and I was more tired than I usually am. And it was crazy to me how in 1 week of not being consistent in my workout routine, I lost some of my strength. And I felt like I was playing catch up today. In the same way, if we start and stop, our Arbonne business will constantly be playing catch up. And we'll also be giving off the impression to our clients and to our team that we're not really that serious about the business. This is especially important as you build a team. You always want to be leading that example that you are working your business day after day. And in chapter 1 of Dare to Dream, Work to Win, the first principle of network marketing is to have a consistent effort. So it says, success, greatness, and character don't come from one grand moment. They are honed and sharpened in the quiet and obscure moments of the day. And I think something we say all the time is that we work this business into the nooks and crannies of our life. So you can work your business full-time or part-time, but not spare time, because no one has spare time. We all have something we could be doing. We just might need to prioritize our time so that we can fit in our business. Last week, I could have worked out from home. I could have gone on a run, instead of de-stressing by watching TV at the end of the day. I could have gone on a run, but I chose not to. So those little choices led to a full week off from working out. And we just don't want to do that in our business because we want to show everyone that we are consistent, that this is something that's important to us. And so we make time for it. And that shows how important it is to us. So I looked at the definition of consistent, and it is unchanging in nature, standard, or effect over time. And now I'm going to go through each of those words. So the first one is unchanging in nature. And the definition of nature here is innate or essential qualities or character of a person. So to me, this is your authentic self. This is staying true to yourself in your Arbonne business. We need to recognize what strengths God has given us. Pray about it, think about it, really dive deep into that and realize what your strengths are so that you can act on those. We want to always be our authentic selves when we're selling these products because people will really relate to us when they know that we're being our true self. I am not a super salesy person, but when I tell people how much these products have changed my life and how they've affected me and how much I love them, they want to learn more. So I'm not, being pushy or reaching out and saying things that I wouldn't normally say. I'm truly just being myself when I reach out via text message or phone call. And my friends and family can relate to that because they recognize that's who I am. Now, we all have our God-given abilities, but we can always be working on personal development. So that's something that our team is really has really emphasized and it's important to us. We want to continue to learn and grow. We always want to be reading something. We started with, Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. Right now we're going through Dare to Dream, Work to Win. So as you build your team, just make sure that you are leading them through books, through podcasts, anything to help them keep developing, and make sure you follow up with them on that and talk through it with them so that you guys can grow together. Okay, the second word in the definition was unchanging in your standards. So standard is a level of quality. Now, as a Christian, I'm held to God's standards, and I am called to bring light into this dark world. So I truly feel like that's what I need to do in my Arbonne business as well. I'm here to bring a light, to bring awareness, to bring healthy living products to and healthy lifestyle to my friends and family, and just spread positivity. We always want to remain consistent in our positivity, because negativity breeds negativity. Positivity breeds positivity. In chapter 3 of Dare to Dream, Work to Win, it says, with what emotion do you fill a room? So when you walk in, are people going to feed off your smile and your joy? Or are you going to be like, ugh, I'm at another party, I don't want to be here? Just, carry yourself how you want others to react. And if you bring joy, they're going to be joyful also. And then it says, how do you impact the mood of the places you go? Because you will do the same for your business. So as you lead others in your business, remain positive. We like to say that we complain up and encourage down. So if you are struggling with something or you have negative thoughts about your business, go to the person above you, because they've probably had those and they can talk through them with you. But don't complain down, because we always want to encourage those below us when they're struggling. Just be a listening ear to them and try to bring positivity back into whatever situation they're facing. I'm also held to the standard of my Arbonne team. So we have, a core values that Ashley has given us. And, we want to make sure that we're demonstrating those core values for ourselves and for our teams. We are all going to be nations someday, our own Arbonne nation. So now is the time to really be thinking about and praying over what your core values are going to be. And maybe you don't even really know what they are yet. You can't put them on paper, but how you present yourself to your team and to your clients is what those core values are going to develop into. And eventually you'll be able to write those down and tell those to your team so that they follow suit. The last word is unchanging effect. And effect is defined as extent to which something succeeds. I love this. I've never read that definition of effect before, and I think it really means that things don't happen by chance. So you have the opportunity through your consistency to affect your success. So the definition again is extent to which something succeeds. So we determine our success by the effort that we are putting into our business. We have to stay consistent through the small daily things, booking your calendar, making follow-up calls, and that will help you succeed. The last part of that definition of consistency, which is unchanging in nature, standard, or effect over time. I think those two words are so key here. We overestimate how much we can make in 6 to 12 months in this business, but we grossly underestimate how this business could change our lives in 3 to 5 years. So we're putting in the time now. I think I've been with Arbonne 6 or 7 months now. So I'm still new, but I'm a district manager. I'm going for area manager, and I'm putting in the time now because I know that in the long run that the small daily tasks are what's going to yield massive results in my business. So lastly, I'm just going to give you a few areas of consistency that I think are so important for our business. So 40 faces. We all know that we need to be doing this every month. We want to constantly share the product and the business. So just sharing the product through our parties, through word of mouth with our friends and family, through giveaways, samples, and then sharing the business, inviting people to discover Arbonne calls or to our monthly meeting. You never know who might need this opportunity. And then personal development is the second area of consistency. I touched on this a little bit earlier, but we always want to be reading and discussing books with our team. Number 3, the follow-up. I think the follow-up is so important. So there's been a lot of times where I've reached out to someone and never heard back. They didn't respond to my text, and it's really easy to just write them off. Say, they don't need it. They don't want it. But you never know. They could have been in the grocery store or with a crying kid at that time, or at work in a meeting. So just follow up. I've noticed that a lot of times text message doesn't yield the best results, but maybe I see them in person and they're like, hey, I'm ready to do the cleanse. And you thought they were interested in what I told them. So just make sure to not just reach out to someone one time, but stay in contact with them without being pushy. And then the last thing, number 4, is walk the walk. So we have access to the best skincare and nutrition products around. These are at your fingertips. You have the discount to buy them. I would have never spent money on skincare before. I just felt like I didn't need it. But I, bought some things. I made a sacrifice to get the set. I actually earned the entire RE9 set and have been using it consistently. There's that word again, and have seen such a difference in my skin. And I'm a walking billboard for this business. The other thing is the nutrition. So I did the 30-day cleanse about a year ago and lost 8 pounds. That was 1 year ago. And I've kept it off. I have improved my health drastically. And I feel like by being an Arbonne consultant, I am held to this standard of keeping up my healthy lifestyle, which I love. I love that I have that accountability, but I also love that I have access to these products that I might not be able to afford if I was not in this business. So just walk the walk by, living that healthy lifestyle, and you will be your best marketing tool, because you'll be sharing these products just because you love them so much. So make sure you're using the products and sharing them daily. Remain consistent in all areas of your business. If you have trouble, doing that, set reminders in your phone. Ask help from your sponsor, and I know that you have such great success. Thanks so much for watching.